Hey folks, this is Ben Gussel. Yeah, another one of these videos in the dark here. Yeah, a few things on my mind. Nothing too urgent, of course. I just saw the debate, and yeah, most people that comment on this stuff are, um, well, a lot of people really are very partisan, and there's a lot of idiotic comments. So a lot of us tend to not make comments in that arena because we don't want our inboxes flooded with stuff like that. Anyway, um, I only was able to see the last half of the debate, by the way, and um, yeah, I mean, how can I put this? I already knew that both candidates were not godly men. They're not. I just knew that both of them did not have great character. But I also knew that between the two, I thought Trump was the stronger candidate. I still thought that way even after the debate, even though I think Biden had it was a good debate on his end. I mean, like he did pretty well as far as I could tell. But no, everything. You see, people are gonna more people are probably gonna vote for Trump this time around because people have faith that Trump is going to, um, you know, be great for the economy, and the economy is still the biggest issue. It's bigger. I mean, because the economy is great, uh, that's going to mean everything. It's going to mean that people are going to survive. It's going to mean COVID-19 is probably the second most important topic, and then after that, probably police and race. But COVID-19 and economics are still the biggest things, and Trump won. Yeah. Um, the thing is there is, um, but I'm not a strong Trump supporter. I really am not. Um, how can I put this? There's just a lot of things we don't know that are going on. There are a lot of, when it comes to national government, there are a lot of things that we just don't know until we know. And look, I just, anyway, I didn't want to talk about that subject too much. I wanted to mention something else here. You know, sometimes I'll comment on videos about nutrition, and vast majority, vast majority of the time, um, people are happy to read my comments about all these nutrition videos. Um, but I couldn't help but notice that on a certain nutrition video I commented on, I was just trying to, mention what foods were rich in zinc. And there's a mother of three kids I teach piano lessons to, and along with, sheesh, I mean, like two of my brothers are doctors. Two of my brothers are doctors, and the other brother's an orthodontist. And one of their wives is a nutritionist. And oh, I mean, like you mentioned, like all the other people I watch the channels. I, oh yeah, I well, I know a few things about nutrition. In case you guys haven't noticed, of course, the hundreds or so videos I've made about nutrition. Yeah, I'd like to think I probably know a few things about nutrition. Oh, and then also I watch everybody from Goji Man to, I don't know, everybody all the way to some Sean Baker stuff even. So, you know, Mark Sisson to Dr. Greger and Dr. Barnard and everybody in between, Furman. You guys know this already if you've been watching my stuff. So I get these comments from this comment I made that are basically, how can I put this? Some seem to be carnivore diet oriented. Others are just kind of testy. Uh, carnivore diet folks are pretty easy to just notice. It's like, I like meat too. Sure. Doesn't mean that meat's healthier than plant foods. It doesn't. It isn't. It doesn't lengthen your life like plant foods do. The anti-nutrients, supposedly, don't actually inhibit as many nutrients as you might think they do. Were our bodies meant to have huge, high amounts of not only nutrients, but I don't know. I've heard bad things about heme iron, by the way. I don't know. It's come from Goji Man, but all the crap that's in animals as well. There's a lot of crap. They're more complex organisms. They age you, man. Animal foods age you. They make you age faster. Not as fast as many things. Some things, by the way. They don't lengthen your life. They just make you stronger if you work out. Great protein sources. Anyway, aside from the whole thing, right? So you had some carnivore guys that very familiar with the carnivore thing. All the more plant food oriented folks are happy with my comment and everything. And you get this tart that just says, "Oh, so like they're healthiest to least healthy." Oh, according to you? I'm like, oh, well, actually, if you want me to mention some other folks, I can, but you'd probably just, oh, Dr. Greger's a wacko, or is a wacko, or like, so many people are idiots on YouTube. Really, truly, so many people are idiots. Like, you try to make a list of foods that are high in zinc. You try to start with the stuff that's just, oh, I don't know, vegetables. You work your way down to dark chocolate. And then, but they're all basically healthy. It's just that, obviously, just look at the people who live the longest in life. People live the longest in life tend to have the most foods like garlic and cinnamon and salad. People that have a ton of bacon, even if it's not processed bacon, even if it's uncured and stuff, and even beef, they're gonna not live as long. They might live a while, but they're not gonna live as long. And by the way, I'm fully expecting my landlord probably to pass away when he's probably in his mid-80s. Yeah, it's getting up there, man. Well, I don't know, maybe late 80s. We'll see. If he makes it to 90, if my landlord makes it to 90, I'll be amazed. I'll be amazed, but anyway, I have to wonder, like, getting back to, talking about these two things here, I'm just going to put it this way. Being overly partisan or being overly vegan or carnivore is stupid, folks. It's stupid. But I will say that I've always leaned to the Republican Party. I've always leaned conservative. I've always been a conservative, and I've always leaned Republican. Why? Because economic reasons, folks. That's the common sense reason why. Look, if government was more efficient, and all the money we're spending on social programs really was going to the things that the Democrats said they're going to, and if all that money was really truly helping people, then our problems many problems, social problems would have been remedied. But they're not remedied by all that money. This is the reason I'm not a Democrat. It just has to do with how effective the government's been in regard to spending all this money on social programs. It's just not very effective. And by the way, with regard to health and education, look at public education. You know, the United States government does not do a good job educating. What's superior to public schools? Private schools? Homeschooling? Absolutely. And so, in regarding health and medicine, what policies make health and medicine more expensive? Well, Obamacare. Well, the Obamacare didn't even allow you to have naturopath doctor. Uh, that was extra. That was not included. No, it was just ridiculous. I mean, the medical costs were ridiculous, and then like the fee you had to pay if you didn't have medical insurance, also ridiculous. And it went up over time. Socialist, man. I don't know. I never liked that stuff at all. I never liked it. And Democrats, taxes, social programs, they don't work. They don't work. I want to say people that support them, if they think that they're going to actually help the poor and going to help people in hospitals and they're going to help everybody in schools and they're going to help teachers and professors earn more. They're going to help the arts and they're going to help homeless and they're going to help whoever. Yeah, these are have a heart. Yes, I have a heart. Um, it's not a question of what they're saying. For me, it's always a question of how effective these programs are, and they're not effective. They're just not. This is the reason I vote Republican and conservative. This is, of course, there's other reasons I'm conservative, but even so, I mean, I still believe that the two parties are corrupt and ultimately led by Illuminati. In my heart of hearts, I still believe that. So that's why one of the main reasons I don't get too invested in one part or the other. And also with regard to then all the nutrition stuff I was talking about. Obviously, I don't go one way or another. I'm not a vegan and I'm not a carnivore. But just like I lean to the conservatives, I lean toward plant foods, or at least I know that common sense tells us that. Now, my body says I want some meat, so okay, give it some meat. But I'm always eating vegetables, man. Meat and vegetables. If you think Joe Rogan's kind of an idiot, I understand. Sometimes he says some dumb things, but the man is a beast. For his size, he's tough. He's healthy. If you want to go with anybody's, if you just want to, just go with me on this one for a bit here. Now I realize Joe Rogan is probably not going to live until he's 100, but he's got plenty of energy. He's healthy. He could have taken better care of himself, perhaps, but the man eats vegetables and meat. But of course, you can look at people that you can see physically that are younger and healthy looking. Chances are they probably have a lot of salad. They probably have a lot of vegetables the older they are. And you're probably going to have not a whole heck of a lot of animal foods, but probably some. But they're probably high quality. But genetics always plays into how long you're going to live, But, so here I am, trying to respond to these comments on a comment I made, I don't know how long ago. And again, I'm just trying to make a list of foods rich in zinc. And I just started with plant foods, and I ended up with chocolate, dark chocolate. I for the life of me, I can't understand why some people are so can become so emotional and worked up about stuff like the order of foods that are rich in zinc. Why does that matter? If you're a vegan, just stick to the plant foods there. And of course, you need to include all the other minerals in the diet. So that's just the ones with zinc, a lot of zinc. But of course, as we know, it's just a lot of this stuff should be common knowledge, man. And we're just looking at one mineral of many, many, many minerals and vitamins and stuff. And anyone who studied nutrition knows that, for instance, broccoli and spinach have a lot of different minerals and vitamins. They're mineral rich. That's why they're good to eat. They don't always taste amazing. Taste like minerals. Yeah. Anyway, Swiss chard stuff. I don't know. I really hope to heck that I don't I'm not bombarded with more idiotic comments like that. And it's just, I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, you guys leave thoughts and comments below. Catch you guys later. Take care. Bye.